Hey, Visit Soul TV.
I'm Xander.
And I'm Happy.
And we are
We Fancy.
And today we're back with another 29.99 Soul, the best cooking show on this channel by far.
Today we have a very simple dish.
Except it has 1,000 ingredients.
Yes. The table
Yay.
is just covered with stuff.
So much stuff.
But the actual cooking process itself is very easy. We are making japchae, stir-fried sweet potato glass noodles.
They're actually called dangmyeon. See here, dangmyeon here. I actually just thought anytime I saw these, it was just japchae, which is wrong. But you can see on the picture, that's kind of what it's going to look like in the end.
Yeah.
Really. It always looks like this, which is why I thought dangmyeon was actually just japchae all the time. But funny now.
So aside from it having a billion ingredients, it is delicious and very simple to make. And these are the ingredients. Glass noodles, shiitake mushrooms,
White mushrooms,
garlic,
spinach,
carrot,
an onion,
green onions,
1 egg,
white sugar,
soy sauce,
sesame oil,
sesame seeds,
ground black pepper,
vegetable oil,
salt.
and beef or pork. There's one ingredient which was listed in the actual recipe that we're kind of following, which we don't have, which is red bell peppers. Happy doesn't like them, so we're not going to put them in. But looking at the picture, they do put different color peppers in. I think I've seen broccoli in there sometimes. You just put anything in there, to be honest.
Yeah, it's pretty
Your
much
choice.
like any other
Make
Korean
it your
food.
own. Make it your own. Just put anything in. Put all the meat. If you have everything ready, let's get cooking.
Cut your beef and shiitake mushroom into thin slices.
Mix them together in a bowl with 1 clove of minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, and 1 teaspoon of toasted sesame oil.
To make your egg garnish, beat an egg with a pinch of salt in a bowl.
Add oil to a pan over low heat. Then add your egg.
Tilt your pan around to make a thin sheet.
When the egg is fully cooked, remove from the pan and let it cool.
Blanch your spinach for 30 seconds in boiling water. Then remove and rinse in cold water to stop the cooking process.
Squeeze the excess water from the spinach, then cut the ends off to separate the leaves.
In a large bowl, mix the spinach with 1 teaspoon of soy sauce and 1 teaspoon of sesame oil.
Cook 100 grams of glass noodles in boiling water for around 7 minutes, or until the noodles are soft and chewy.
Once they're done, strain the noodles and place them next to the spinach in the large bowl.
Add 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, and 1 teaspoon of sugar to the noodles. Then mix well with your hands or a spoon.
Thinly slice your onion and green onions. Add oil to a pan over medium heat and stir fry your onion and green onion with a pinch of salt for about 2 minutes.
When they're done, add them to the large bowl with the noodles.
Thinly slice your white mushrooms.
Sauté them over high heat with a pinch of salt. When they look like this, transfer them to the large bowl.
Thinly slice your carrot and stir fry over medium heat for 40 seconds.
Transfer them to your noodles when done.
Stir fry your beef and mushroom mix until the meat is no longer pink and the mushrooms are soft and shiny. Then add them to your noodles.
Add 1 more clove of minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and half a teaspoon of ground black pepper to the noodles, then mix thoroughly with your hands.
Roll up your sheet of eggs like this, then cut into thin slices for your egg garnish.
Then place your egg strips on top of your japchae and finish with a sprinkle of sesame seeds.
That is a lot of japchae. On the package of dangmyeon, it said it was 500 grams is for 25 people. So that means it's about 20 grams of dangmyeon per person. There is about 100 grams in here, which is what the recipe called for. Adjust the recipe to however many people you're serving.
It looks pretty good.
It looks exactly like what you would get at a restaurant.
The only thing we have to do is eat it and see if we did a good job.
I want to get some of that meat.
I just want the meat straight away.
Oh, yeah? It's good?
It's
oh,
nice.
Man. I'm looking forward to this. This is already really good, but it can be seasoned even more. Soy sauce, shall we?
Put a bit more soy sauce on it. It's quite sesame oily. I can taste a lot of sesame oil in there.
All the vegetables are really only there for color, I think. Fantastic!
If you like this video, please leave us a comment and obviously hit the like button. Write in the comments that you subscribe to this channel because of us and this cooking show.
And as always, Stay fancy.